If you read the Bible much, you will encounter the subject of healing again and again and again. And we have to decide, what do we do with this? And there are basically two options. One is that at the beginning of this Christian life, the Christian church, back at the time of the apostles and Jesus, God did great miracles for a time, either as just a sign to show people what was going on, or as to give the church a boost at the beginning. It reminds me of the history of Israel. Under Moses, they saw great miracles and delivered out of Egypt. And then under Joshua, they saw great miracles. And then when Joshua died and miracles stopped, and the nation just fell apart. In the book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 7, the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua and all the days of the elders who survived Joshua, who had seen all the great work of the Lord which he had done for Israel. Then Joshua died. All the generation also were gathered to their fathers, and there arose another generation after them, who did not know the Lord, nor yet the work which he had done for Israel. Then the sons of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord and served the Baals. Every generation has to know God for themselves. And it turns out that when there are no miracles, there are no works of God, and the people turn from God. This is history. But a second problem with that also is that it's about Jesus. The only Jesus we know is Jesus of the Bible, and he healed people constantly. And if he doesn't do that anymore, then what else has changed? What do we know Jesus at all then? What do we know about him from what's in the Bible? And if he doesn't do that, then we don't really know him at all then. The second option is that God wants to, but then we'd say, well, why doesn't he? Why don't we see it more often? And that's a big subject. Nobody said this is going to be easy. Maybe there are things we need to learn. Acts 28. Paul was on the island of Malta. And he was, verse 3, when Paul gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, a viper, is a poisonous snake, came out, and because of the heat, fastened itself on his hand. When the natives saw the creature hanging from his hand, they began saying to one another, "Undoubtedly this man is a murderer, and though he has been saved from the sea, justice has not allowed him to live." However, he shook the creature off into the fire and suffered no harm. A couple things here is worth noting. First of all, he didn't even think about it. He didn't pray about it. He just shook it off into the fire. The second thing is that Luke was here. Luke was a doctor. And Paul did not call Luke over and say, Luke, quick, can you give me a shot of something? I just got bitten by a poisonous snake. He didn't do that either. Just shook it off like it was a mosquito and went on his way. Think about it. It's a subject that's not easy, controversial, and but it's something that we all need to look at in our lives.